Dick Oatts. More like sick oats.
Dick Oatts.
Dick Oatts.
When I think of Dick Oatts, one word that comes to mind.
Dick Oatts in one word.
Dick Oatts.
Dick Oatts.
To answer your question, if I had to describe Dick Oatts in one word.
So that was back in May. I decided to transcribe the Great Dick Oatts every single day for 30 days. Now, I've done this once before with Bird, and it's something really, really satisfying. You learn a lot, and it's amazing, but it's really, really difficult. So I figured, what the heck? I may as well make a video on what I learned. So today I'm going to be sharing 5 things I learned from Dick Oatts. If you happen to miss that series, no worries. There's a PDF below and the playlist. So check out the playlist and the PDF after this video. So before I go into those 5 things that I learned from Dick Oatts, I wanted to mention that if you haven't spent a significant amount of time transcribing some of your favorite players, you definitely should. I know at first this can be very discouraging. Transcribing is difficult, but the more time you put into it, the more you get better at it, of course, and the more satisfying it becomes. So transcribing is similar to a superfood that we can eat. It's good for your ears, it's great for your tone, it's great for your articulation, you're getting language, you're learning from a legend. I know this can be discouraging at times, but keep chipping away at it each day. Even if you get 2 notes or 2 bars or 4 bars, some days will be better than others. You're going to be happy that you did it, you put the time in, and you're going to grow from it, I promise. So keep at the transcribing, pick your favorite player, work on something that's motivating you, and have fun. All right, so let's talk about what I learned. Number 1, I'm calling these major 7 drops. And something I noticed that Dick Oatts does that's really cool is he does these large interval drops in his playing, typically on a dominant chord. So for instance, if you're playing on an F7, he'll play the root and then he'll drop down to the G flat. So that's a major 7 drop, and he's falling down to the flat 9, which has a really cool sound. And he does this quite a bit in his playing. He even makes certain lines out of it. He makes these really cool diminished lines. Check this one out.
All right, so let's check out the second line. Right? Whew. How cool is that? Very cool diminished kind of sounding line. And all he's doing is major 7ths in minor 3rds here. It's awesome. I'll try to play it with him.
It's a relatively simple concept, but he does it so effortlessly, and he makes these really cool lines out of it. I'm trying to add it into my playing right now, and you should too. Very, very simple. Just start practicing over dominant chords. Play the root, drop down a major 7th, and now you're going to start getting that into your ears. Number 2, using guide tones. So not only is Dick Oatts just a master of playing melodies, but he's playing these beautiful guide tones and creating so much space. It's helping outline the harmony, but he still keeps the groove so perfectly when playing solo saxophone. That's not an easy thing to do. He's not doing something easy. Learning this one technique of guide tones will help you start hearing the harmonies better. This will get you out of just playing your usual language and help you hear the chords more to free you up. So check out the bridge to All the Things You Are. It's this really cool sequencing example, but he's using guide tones to improvise.
Here's the bridge. Check it out. Yeah.
Number 3, I'm calling this one less is more. Dick Oatts doesn't need to play much at all to sound great. Should be a lesson for all of us. We don't need to be playing a huge string of notes where you can use maybe 1 or 2, make a lot of sense, say something, and sound so good doing it, right? Play a couple notes, interact with the rhythm section, leave some space, play a couple more notes, interact. It's almost like in this solo album, he's interacting with a rhythm section that's not there. He's hearing it all, but he's just leaving the space. So good. Number 4, articulation. How much do you vary your articulation? You could play the same exact line and have different articulation and have the line sound completely different. Check out this line from Just Friends.
Listen to that articulation right after that. That articulation. Articulation's so perfect.
So the good news about this is that you don't have to learn anything new. You just have to start exploring new articulations on lines that you already play or language that you already know. Pretty awesome. Start listening to your favorite players in this same exact way. Are they articulating the same as you? Are they different? Try to match their articulation style and see how your ideas might change a little bit or your language will change as you express it. All right, last one, number 5, vibe. I'm just writing vibe down. This is gonna take a lot longer than 30 days and now it's been like 60 days, 90 days of me continuing down this Dick Oatts journey. Dick Oatts has been one of the top players for decades, so I'm not gonna learn his entire vibe in 30 days. But if we keep listening and emulating and studying these greats, part of their vibe or their style will rub off on us and we'll have something to take away from it. So you kind of grab a little bit of that from everybody, then you just have your own style. You have your own vibe. So I'm just going to try to take a little bit of Dick Oatts vibe from that month and as I continue to transcribe him and see what sticks. One of the wonderful things that I learned about his vibe is that he seems to always know what to play or what not to play. He knows when to lay out, to leave space, and that all has to do with his vibe and his style. Hopefully, I got just like a tiny bit of sprinkling of that over those 30 days. So if you want to check out those lines, check out the PDF below. It's a free download. It's from the Melodic Cornerstones album Dick Oatts put out last year in the fall. Thank you all for taking time to do this journey with me. Huge thanks to Dick Oatts. You're an inspiration and your entire career is so much appreciated. I'll see you soon. Just remember, always positive, always progressing. Later.